Hi, my name is Chris.
And I'm Erica. Welcome to the Divine Thread.
So, this is our first YouTube experience. We've been long time viewers, I guess, but our first time sitting down and
Right?
doing, yeah,
We're
some
going
time
for it.
together. We're going for it. Here we are. Um, yes,
Yeah.
so today we're going to be talking about a couple of things. I think what first brought us to just even wanting to do this was just to have like just genuine conversation with
Right.
friends and
Authenticity.
yeah,
Right.
and just kind of like what we do when we meet for a cup of coffee. And a lot of times we're like, oh, we wish we could like have other people with
Right.
us, or I feel like maybe this would, I don't know, be helpful, or I don't know, just like a good conversation amongst people.
Right. And
So
it's fun. Right.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
here we are. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to just start talking about a couple topics that have been coming up for us. And one of them is deciphering between like your own intuition and fear and kind of feeling into
Hmm.
those and kind of like what that means to
Right.
us. And these are all just our own experiences and our
Correct.
own opinions.
That's right.
And what I found is that once I sometimes like land on something and I'm like, oh, like that's what it is, it
Right.
changes. So,
Exactly. I
and
gotta get comfortable
evolves.
here.
So, nothing we feel like, well, I'm just going to speak for myself. It's like nothing is definitive. I'm not saying like, oh, this is the way or
Right.
by any means, but it's just
Yeah.
about curious conversation.
Exactly. And our experiences
Mm hmm.
and what we kind of thrive on and what we love about spirituality and all things women. And we want to empower women.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
And we also have sons that,
Right.
we have tried and continue to try to raise them as men
Right.
that we would want them to be and
Exactly.
to be them their best selves for
Right.
themselves and if they choose to have partners and such.
Right.
Okay, and then a couple other things we're going to talk about is trusting your intuition, which is I think is like just so amazing when that
Right.
starts to happen
Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
in a fun way. And then learning how to receive. And that has been a big one, I think, for both of us.
Hmm.
And
I think a lot of women, right?
yeah,
We don't feel worthy. So, yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we're going to go ahead and also just introduce a little bit about like ourselves and some of you know us personally, and then others are like, who are these people? So we'll
Maybe
go ahead and
such
start
as.
with Erica.
Okay. So, let's see. I have three kids, two daughters and a son. And I have always been into spirituality. I feel like probably, gosh, as a teenager, even maybe younger, I loved everything spiritual. I was very curious. I've been in the legal field for, gosh, 30 years as a paralegal and an office administrator. So talk about black and white, right?
Right.
Um, and what else? Let's see. Yeah, I started taking some classes with the local medium here about 10 years ago, learning how to trust my intuition and also to learning how to channel, which I didn't really get into that. And then I started taking some classes on energy work, which is
Mm-hmm.
where we met.
That's where we met.
That's where
Uh
we
huh.
met. And we are both energy practitioners.
Mm-hmm.
I work with kids, hoping to help them with, anxiety, self-awareness, learning to love themselves, kids that are going through bullying, and also working with adults. And that's probably pretty much about me. What about you, Chris?
Um, much like you, I think I had like little nuggets along the way. I always felt very close to God. I use that word. That's what's
Same.
comfortable for me. I believe that it's like whatever it language is around for the person is what is
Right.
important. So I just always had that feeling, but I felt like I had like a really rich, beautiful life. I'm a mother, which is like first and foremost what I feel like has been my purpose.
Yep.
Um, I have three kids, two sons and a daughter. but I also felt like there was something missing.
Right.
I worked in the healthcare field for my professional career. I'm a registered nurse, worked in different types of fields, hospital, but also like really fun and cool, like
Right.
business endeavors too. Um, but I got to my 50s and I was just like, okay, like what now? The
What
kids are
next? Right.
gone.
Yep.
Um, I had like a health issue in my 40s, and I had this woman come to me. She was actually a patient, and she would like come and see me like at these really monumental times in my life. And she had no idea what I was like going through. And she would just like be on the schedule and I would see her. And
Interesting.
very interesting. And she at that time was in her 70s, and she was like an absolute rock star. Like she was a yogi her whole life. She actually practiced Buddhism,
Okay.
and she was still and still is working as a registered nurse and working with people that are dealing with addiction in their lives.
Okay.
And I just was like, okay, like I know there's a reason why she shows up these times. And one, I don't even know how it happened, but like I said, I was going through this health issue and I shared it with her, and she said, what if it's both? Or what if it's like other, like
Hmm.
maybe you're just not need to always just be maybe like locked in onto one thing.
Hmm.
And I said, interesting, because I had kind of felt that. Um, but like I have such respect for like my foundation and my family and like how we celebrated going to church together.
Right.
But I felt like I still had a disconnection there somehow,
Hmm.
and I felt like drawn to certain things and just kind of I don't want to say lost because I didn't feel lost, but I just was like I know there's more.
Something missing.
I know there's
Right.
something. And I want to know, like I'm curious, I'm
Right.
excited. So I started practicing a little bit of the principles that she introduced me to, and it just kind of opened up. And then,
Okay.
fast forward maybe 10 years later, and retirement, kids, empty nest, moving to a
Right.
new city. Okay, now like where am I at?
Right.
And it just at that time kind of like I was ready to be really opened up, but
Hmm.
didn't even really know that. And I was
Right.
also terrified. So, yeah, that's just
Divine
kind of
timing.
divine
Yep.
timing. Yes, yes. And also, yeah, being finally ready to be able to like dive in and
Right.
actually take care of myself, which is, I think, what out of all of this is like, if I can just like take care of myself and then hold the space and time for others to be able to take care of themselves and take care of their
Hmm.
heart. Um, yeah, that's
Right.
that's my purpose.
Beautiful. Yay. I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are. We're going to go ahead and like just start talking about the
Yeah.
topics that we were
Absolutely.
kind of chatting about over the last couple of weeks.
Right.
Um, how do you feel about your intuition and like what's been coming online for you? Or
Well, let's see. Gosh, I used to always not trust my intuition because we start thinking, oh, that doesn't make sense, or what does that mean? And then you kind of just put it to the side. And I've learned over the years that intuition can just be a little nugget. It can just be a little like tap on your shoulder, right? Um, so I've really learned to tap into that and try and trust it. Yes, it's been hard on times. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of just that's where I'm at. I'm really trying to listen to my intuition and go forward with it. And once I have it, just I feel like things just start to fall into place, right? Um, yeah. What about you?
um,
First of all, let's say what is intuition to you? What does that
so
mean?
intuition to me is my inner voice.
Right.
That that little like, are you sure? Or how about
Hmm.
that?
Yeah.
I
Or
feel like
sometimes in your gut, right? You feel it in your gut,
some
maybe.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes, it's a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
um I've been noticing, I'm happy you brought that up, is that it's more now, it's more of like a sensation.
Right.
And I just like, okay, like I don't know what that is, but I know it's something.
Right.
Or I'll have just like a message just like drop in, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like out of my thinking mind. So
Right.
perhaps maybe I'm like, I don't know, driving, or maybe I'm like even looping on something because I
Mm-hmm.
still get into those old
Yep.
patterns, and it's just like plop,
Yep.
and then I'm like, oh, Like that's
Right.
my real true inner voice
Yes.
speaking to me.
Yes.
Um,
I've noticed that with
yeah,
me. A big thing is something will come up, like an idea or just even some information. And I'll just go, okay, and I'll just put it to the side. And then I keep thinking about it. I'm like, okay, that's my gut saying you better act on that, right?
right.
So yeah,
Yeah, even today, I had my whole morning planned, and because this is our first time doing this, and I wanted to be like grounded and like in
right.
my best self, and like get my yoga practice in, and like all the things. And I was literally, I had it in my, like how long it was going to take me to get there, and I'm about 10 minutes into my drive, and I realized I had forgotten all of my clothes.
Oh no.
Yes, so I was at it for a moment. I was just like, oh my gosh, like I could still make this work. Like I'm going to rush back. I can make it there with 1 minute left, and all the things. And then I thought, you know what? This is like divine protection in a way.
Right.
And it's telling me, like, you're not meant to do this today. Calm down,
Right.
go back home, get ready properly. You were going to get ready, which is on par for me, in the back of my car. I was gonna change
The
out of my
things
yoga
we
clothes
do.
into my instant some clothes, but
Right.
like often probably when we have these conversations, I'm going to be in yoga clothes because that is me.
Right.
And I just thought, you need to be home for whatever reason, and it
Hmm.
ended up being that I needed to have a important conversation,
Okay.
which was and it was like nothing too heavy or nothing too serious, but it was just like a conversation I needed to have
Okay.
this morning. And so
There you go. Divine intervention.
yeah, and I
Your
guess
intuition. Yeah.
I guess yeah, like I would have previously, I would have muscled through that and
Yep.
been like, oh, I can get there. Like I would have showed up like all agitated, flying to the parking lot, like all those
Yeah.
memes with the water bottles and being flying out and things jumping
Sweating,
out.
stressing out.
Yeah, like let
Right.
me just get to the yoga mat, and
Right.
it's like, no, like today
Right.
your yoga is listening and
Yes.
following what is what's
Right.
being shown to you right now. So that's just like kind of what I'm trying to lean into more.
Right. Yeah.
Is that just calming down a little bit and
Hmm.
listening instead of just using my muscle to get through everything.
Right. This thing's a big deal. 100%. Yeah. I've had
Yeah.
to learn the hard way many times, not listening to my intuition or my gut. And so now I'm trying to really hone in on that and listen. Just like you said, I would have done the same thing. I'd have rushed and, who knows, you could have gotten in a car
Well,
accident
that's what
or
I
you would
was
have came here and been
thinking.
agitated and you don't need to be agitated with me.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
right. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so I guess I kind of want to explore like the intuition versus fear,
Okay.
because sometimes things make sense to me and I'm like, oh, yeah, like that makes sense. And then I was thinking, like, what does that even mean?
Right.
So, how
Right.
does that, what do you think
What do I
about
think?
that?
So for me, intuition is like we talked about your gut, maybe just a little tap on your shoulder, a little inner knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Fear to me can be like, well, if I do that, then what if this happens? Or no, I shouldn't do that, or I'm not good enough,
Mm.
right? So that's very fear based. Intuition, I feel like, is very soft and subtle. Now, it
Mm.
can be not soft and subtle, right? If there's going to be something maybe major happening and they're really like trying to say, hey, listen.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of how I kind of look at it. Fear based is more on the negative side, more of, the fear and not just the little knock that says, this is what you should do and listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Um, yeah, no, I think
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I talk myself out of a lot of things, even, doing like we talked about like this YouTube,
Right.
and like, are we worthy enough to like
Mm,
sit here and
yeah.
do this? Like,
Right.
who's going to care?
Right.
Like, are we going to look dumb? All the
Right.
things, right? And yeah. And
Yeah.
then it's just like, well, why not?
Why not?
It's
Yeah.
okay. And if it doesn't land for people or some people, then that's
Right.
fine too.
Right.
Everybody is on their own journey, and um,
Right.
yeah, just like breathing through the fear. I've learned to just like breathe
Mm-hmm.
through it. It
Yeah.
comes up for me a lot,
Yeah. Same.
and I don't know why. I can get into we get on all the things, and we will at some point, but like the
Right.
whole like ancestral stuff that we carry forward,
Right.
and some things are like not even ours, but they're like energetically ours.
Right.
um yeah, so it's just an unraveling, but it's also like
Right.
once you know, it's like
Right.
easier to
Yes.
manage and
Mm-hmm.
work through
I agree.
and have some grace and love for ourselves
Mm-hmm.
through that.
For sure. And being authentic. And I know you and I both are very, that's very important to us.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's been, I'm kind of getting off the side a little bit, but for me, it's been harder because I was raised Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my family and full of my family is Christian. Most of my friends are. And I think they kind of think, I'm not going to get into all that because that's a whole nother thing. But for me, being authentic and really knowing that I'm always coming from a good place of love
Mm-hmm.
and light,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't dip any of the dark, and we're not, we don't do any of that kind of stuff. And so just really being authentic to myself has been hard. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I'm like, oh, what is this person going to think?
Right.
But we just, I feel like as long as we're true to ourselves and we come from a good place, I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. And
Mm-hmm.
this is really good tea, by the way.
It
We're
is
drinking,
good.
what is this? Blueberry vanilla hibiscus. Yummy.
Yeah, it is
This
really
is really good.
good. Yeah. No, I agree. I was raised Catholic, and I know there's a lot of stuff around that for some people, but it's also like to me so beautiful because it gave me so many memories with my family.
Yes.
And so it's like, to me, that's the love part of it.
Right.
And I feel like where there's a message of love, that's, and like kindness
Right.
and grace, and just that's what's
Mm-hmm.
true. So
Right.
yeah, it's
And that's why I feel like we've learned more through our
interesting.
spiritual journey, right? For me, at least, to really
Yeah.
love unconditionally, love when you're mad, love when you're angry at somebody, love them when they hurt you. That's really
Hmm.
hard.
It is
And
hard.
it's, it's been a lot for me to try and work through that.
Hmm.
And so for me, being spiritual, I feel like, and you've even said this, I feel closer to God,
I do
you
too.
know?
Yeah.
So,
I've never said talk so openly,
right.
and yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, now it's just like,
Yeah.
you know, um, yeah, I
So,
think that's
yeah,
lovely. That's like,
I
I
agree.
guess my favorite part of all of that,
Right.
because we're just trying to remember and like return to ourselves,
Right.
to our true inner
Yep.
temple, our own heart.
Right.
Um, Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there was one more thing we were going to chat about. I'm going to have to look because
We were
my
talking about
brain.
receiving,
Oh,
learning
yes.
to
Yes,
receive.
ma'am.
What does that mean to you?
That's a big one.
I know.
Yeah, I think a lot of that is first with like the worthiness component, and especially being a mom.
Right.
And I was a young mom. Um, and yeah, like I
Yeah.
feel like I gave because like that's what I want to do. That makes
Right.
it feeds me in
Right.
another way.
Absolutely.
But then also like I was a lot of times depleted
Right.
because I did not take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like I really realized this last year was to start to work on filling my vessel first,
Right.
and then giving from the
Right.
surplus.
Mm-hmm.
And I have not really gotten there yet, if I'm going to be honest. I'm
Okay.
still trying to learn how to like hold that in my vessel in my
Right.
body before I give it away.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I'm working on it, but I also, one of my prayers and one of my intentions is to let it flow through me.
Okay.
Um, so I guess that's kind of like not making sense, but it's like I do have to hold like some in a reserve, which
Right.
I'm still having to work
Right.
on that.
Right. And then we don't feel worthy, right? That's my thing. I feel that, oh, I'm going to do this. Well, am I worthy of it? Or
Mm-hmm.
compliments. I know my husband will say, "Oh, you're so pretty," and I'll go, oh, "No, I'm not. My hair's," and it's like, no, just say thank you,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Because then now he gets to where he doesn't want to compliment me because now I'm just being negative about it. So learning to receive compliments, receive love, self love. That's a big thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. And
It's
I
all a
think
process.
it is a process. I feel like, you know, our society too, and me, I'm like guilty of it, is like, what does self love mean? It's like, okay, well, doing all the things. And sometimes it's like literally just can be so basic, like
Right.
taking it a little easy on myself,
Mm-hmm.
not beating myself up for maybe I did this or I didn't say that, or
Right.
I could have done this better. So I feel like for me, it's just like super basic, you know?
We're hard on ourselves. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough. You want to give, and be perfect and all those
Mm-hmm.
things. And when we're not,
Mm-hmm.
we, some of the self sabotage. I'm not saying we do, but yeah,
Yeah. Good stuff though.
yeah.
It's I'm grateful to finally be at a time to be in life to be able to like slow it down a little bit and
Hmm.
um, you know,
Yeah.
take care of myself, take care of the things that are important to me.
Right.
And yeah, like you said, being an energy practitioner, being able to hold space for other people that maybe,
Right.
would have been beneficial for us earlier, or, you
Exactly.
know, like we always say, it's not a substitute for like, healthcare
Right.
professional, but it's also it's a nice
It's a plus.
complementary. Yeah, I feel like it's helped me
Hmm.
clear out a lot of just garbage.
Garbage. Yes. That is
Yeah,
true. Yes.
yeah, like,
Which we
oh,
all carry.
get off
Yeah.
of me, get
Get
away,
away.
get away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways, anything
Yeah.
else that you want to?
Oh gosh. We had did all of our little topics. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else?
Yeah, I think, when we were chatting about like how we want to do this, and I think it'll change because like I was telling Erica that I feel like every day I almost wake up a new person.
Right.
And some of it's good and some of it's like, okay, like, wow, you're out there. Um so things might change, like
Yeah.
depending, like maybe we're going to be here, maybe we're going to be in
Yep.
another, place that we're going to be
Outside,
recording, maybe
maybe
we're going
by
to
the
be
lake.
outside. Both of you,
Hmm.
we love being outside. We both have active families and lots of interests, and also like lots of amazing people that we know,
Yep.
in the area, and also like even out of the state, like we
Right.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
So I just think this is like an amazing way to connect. And I know that like some of my friends or like people have been like, oh, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. But
Trying
so,
to figure it
yeah,
out.
this will be just kind of a way for maybe us to connect
Right.
and
Right.
have fun. We're both in our 50s,
Hmm.
and
Shh.
it's
No.
well, I know, no, I'm like, no, I
No, I'm
love it.
kidding.
I love it. I'm just like,
Right.
I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's, it's good.
Yeah, I agree. It's only a
Yeah.
number anyway, but
I know.
still.
I'm getting to that point where I don't even remember how old I am. I'm like,
Same. I'll say 51. So people are like, no, you're 52. Oops. Right.
yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
be 55 this year,
Oh,
which is
yeah, I'm 54.
nuts.
Oh, yeah. That's
Nuts.
okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll start to wrap it up. I thought
Yeah.
that these little things had messages, but you know what? It
Oh.
doesn't.
Oh.
But it tastes
That's
really
okay. They
good.
taste really, really good. I love it.
It tastes
It's
really
yummy.
good.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if any of you have any ideas that you'd like us to talk about, maybe just drop it in the comments. We would love that. And we'd love to talk about it. And we have many more topics that's coming forward in the future.
Yes, yes.
Right.
So if you have a topic, you can put it in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Like and subscribe.
Yep.
We're all new to this, so I think that's what we're supposed to do. And we'll see you
Yeah.
next
We'll
time.
see you next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheers, girl.
Cheers.